Okay. The New York Times recently wrote about the rather alarming number of congressmen and senators who are congresspeople and senators who are actively trading stocks for their own accounts. Did you read that story?
I didn't read it, but I heard about it. And I saw just the headlines around it. I love the idea of limiting trading. I mean, I come from a middle-class family. We're still very middle class. We don't have those kinds of assets. I mean, my home really is our only asset outside of our retirement savings. And so, and I think this is another reason that voters get turned off and they feel like insider, that somehow government isn't working for them. It's working for the people who represent them. And that's not how this should work at all. I mean, what I've always done is listen to people, try to figure out what their problems are, what they're seeing on the ground. And it's very similar to what I'm seeing. My family is having to figure out our grocery budgets and trying to cut things, and we're not eating as much meat and trying to figure out, maybe we don't go organic in, in these things anymore. But, so it's things like that, those everyday decisions that people are really struggling with and trying, in their family budgets. And so when you start talking about trading stock, this isn't something I ever do. And I don't, but I know it's not right. And I know that we do need to hold our elected officials accountable to being honest, because these are global markets that we're talking about, and they can shift because of what Congress may or may not do in terms of their own personal assets.
So will you pledge today that you and your spouse will not trade individual stocks as long as you're a member of Congress, should you be elected?
He would laugh because we have none, but yes, all we have are mutual funds. And like I said, in our IRAs.
Okay.
But yeah.